Welcome back to my full book color along in Dark Fairytales by Kerby Rosanes. We have done a couple of pages and all of the pages that I did are videos on the channel because I am filming everything and you can color along if you like. Today I'm going to start with the ugly duckling, and I was thinking it is a double, it's not a double spread, they are two loose pages, but they do have a story. So here the ugly duckling is still little and everyone makes fun of him, and then here he turned out to be a swan or a really cool creature, and he unalives all the others. Let me see what Kerby says about it. A mother duck hatches ducklings, all beautiful except one. The last egg reveals an ugly duckling that doesn't look like the others. Treated badly by the other ducks, the duckling leaves home. Wherever he goes, he is berated for his appearance and treated like an outcast. Traumatized, he decides to throw himself into a flock of swans, hoping they will kill him. Waiting for death, he looks down and notices his reflection. He sees a sleek, white head and a magnificent feathered body. He has grown into the most beautiful swan. In Kerby's illustration, we see the duckling being taunted by all the other birds. When he transforms, he turns those who were cruel to him into nothing more than feathers and bones. I was actually thinking of not making him a white swan, but a black one, but I'm not there yet, so we will start with this one, and here he will be still a cute, huh? People think he's ugly, but a yellow little duckling. I have 3 purples here because I think purple is a little bit of the color that I think of when I think of putting a color on fear. And then this side I will do a red background. So I think that will be really fun and it will pop. And I'm going to use the darkest Neocolor 2 crayon that I have for the background. And I might, I think I will put the lightest one on the edges. So we have 111 mauve and we have 120 violet. So we'll start with the violet. I'm going to put it down, and then at the edges I will put the lighter one down, and afterwards I'm going in with a damp brush to create a background. So I'm going to do a little bit, and although I'm filming all of this, sometimes I speed up the progress, and the reason for that is that pages sometimes take so long. As you can see, I'm using the back of the crayon now. I like switching it up, and it still has sharp edges here, so I can get into the little nooks. That's why I use the back. You can also sharpen the crayons. Most people don't do that because you will lose material, but I think I do like a sharp point, so I'm not sure what to do yet. I'm going to try to fix my light a little bit. Just hang on. Hope you can still see it. Let me check. Yes, you can still see it. I hope I fixed my light a little bit better. Because I do have a new tripod. I already got it at the end of the last color along video. The last mermaid page that took a really long time, and in the beginning of the video I didn't have this tripod yet that you can look down on the page, and for a while you saw all my pages tilted, and I really didn't like it, and I got some feedback that people also didn't really like it, and I totally understand, but now I fixed it. So happy with that. Let me see. Yes, you're in screen, the little duckling. And I think the purple with the yellow little duckling will look pretty amazing. I'm not sure what to do with the other birds though, because we have a turkey here. We have like a rooster here, I guess. This is a peacock. And the rest of them, I don't know, they look a little bit the same. Maybe I'll do the birds that look the same a little bit samey. I'm not sure yet. This page is a little bit less hard than the previous pages that I did. So I'm kind of happy with that, to have something a little bit more easy, because I'm trying to do a story every month, but I was behind for a month, so that means that I still had to finish the mermaid page, but also do both of these pages in November. And I don't know if I'm going to make it, but I will try. I will try. And next month I actually have a week off somewhere in the month, so I hope that I can do a little bit of catching up, because next month I'm doing this beautiful winter page. Let me see what story it was. The Snow Queen. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that story, but I look forward to it. And I will read what it's about when I get there. Okay, so we have little bits and pieces in between. I'm going to do those with the back of the crayon. So I'm going to do the lighter color, the rest of the background, and I will put water activate it with a little water and a brush, and I will see you after I've done that. So the page is dry now. I don't know if the background is done like this, but I feel I'm going to move on. And I'm going to use my Albrecht Dürer pencils. And I'm going to start with this little guy because I want to make it a yellow duckling. And for the rest of the birds, I actually don't really know what to do yet. I'm not going for realistic colors, I think. I'm going to use these three colors. Let me grab a pen to write down the colors, the numbers. This is 105 plus 107 plus 108. I have the Albrecht Dürer set of 60 pencils. There are 120. I'm starting with the darkest one. But yeah, there are 120, and I might start collecting them, but I also would love to get the Inktense. I'm sorry for Binky, he is dramatic at the moment. He misses me because I'm upstairs and he is downstairs. These colors are going to blend together when I wet them, because these are watercolor pencils, and I hope that it looks good. So now I'm going over with the midtone. I don't think he's ugly, this little cute duck. He's just misunderstood. The fun thing with watercolor pencils is that you don't have to work neatly. You can just scribble a bit and you will go over with water and spread the colors out. Oh, my sweater is dirty. Do you see this? It's to go in the wash. My table is also dirty. I don't know if you see this, but this is like when I use my really cheap acrylic markers. I get the lid off and then I put it on my desk and it leaves these rings. I don't really bother. I clean my desk every now and then it all leaves again. For the little feetsies and the beak, I'm going to use this very bright color. And in the end, I might go over with regular polychromos pencils. But I just want to see what it turns out like. Alright, and I'm going to use the 108 to blend it a little bit lighter on the top. At least I hope that's what's going to happen. The fun thing is, Binky starts doing this when I start talking. It's still purple from the Neo color, but I don't mind. Just going with the flow. Let me get a little tissue. The Ugly Duckling is such a cute story. And it also reminds me of Lilo and Stitch. Because in the movie, the regular movie, Stitch, when Stitch ran away from the home, he took the Ugly Duckling booklet. That was so cute. This is me, I'm alone. I don't know what he says, something like that. Also saw the live action one. Yeah, I think Lilo and Stitch is really cute. I'm really sorry for Binky. He's a menace. Really cute one though. But... Alright. Little feetsies. I think what I'm going to do is make all these birds a little bit darker than he is, because he has to stand out. He's different and that's why the other birds don't accept him. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Oh, that was a hair. Looked like magic, just was a hair. I don't know where it is. I'm going to use this orange color. I haven't used this yet. For some beaks. This is 111. Let me check if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that. Except I'm going to put my arm on it, but that will be temporary. And I actually see that here I missed a little bit of the background. And you also have these swirly parts. Maybe I can do the birds really dark and the swirls yellow or something. So it really stands out from the purple. I really love this color combination. Not sure if I'm going to do every beak this color. Maybe I'll just skip a few. Try something different on those. Something like that. Then I'll get the darker one, the 115 for the other beaks. They're not the same birds, but they do look alike a little bit. And this turkey, so funny. It's like the ugliest bird there is, and he's making fun of such a little cute duckling. It's not right. All right. I have all the beaks. What am I going to do with the feathers? I'm going to the browns. This should be... I'm going to start with the turkey. I'm going to look up a turkey real quick. Kalkoen. That's what it is in Dutch. I don't see a lot of turkeys. Yeah, it is more red. And then he has blue around his eyes, or gray. And I see black ones and brown ones. I could do him black, I think. First, do this part. And I'm not sure if I'm going to color in everything and then put water on it, or I'm going to do it per, I wanted to say chicken, per bird. Not sure yet. I think I'm going to get the lighter one as well. Let me put them down for you. It's so chaotic, I'm sorry. I just want to see this page finished. Okay. Because I'm excited about this page. I think it's cute. And I also am excited to see the two next to each other. I could also do like the reds. But I don't really have a place to put to bring the purple back on the other side. I'm not sure. I'll leave the, what do you call it? Steam things till last. Okay, so I'm doing the darkest colors with this one, and then I'm going over with the lighter one. And you get some kind of hue when you put water on it. It's also with the duckling. You can see that I put some darker ones here, some lighter ones here, and on the beak as well. And it already dries. I don't use a lot of water. It's just a little damp paintbrush to go over with. Alright. Will I do him black, or maybe a really dark brown with black? Yes, that's a good idea. I'm going to sharpen these a little. I don't sharpen my Albrecht Dürers a lot because you don't have to get all the nooks and crannies with it. My polychromos are very pointy, but these ones not really. Because you are shifting the colors with the water anyway. So the one is black, that's 199. And then we have 177 walnut brown. And I'm going to put the black in the darker parts where Kerby puts shading with the little lines he does. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me see. I think this is also still the turkey with these feathers, but they get the same colors. I am not going to make it hard on myself now. It's my new motto. Don't be hard on yourself. Just have fun coloring. So I just recorded my plans video for next year. And when you see this, that video will be already up. Because I think I'm going to edit it and then put it online tomorrow, which is Wednesday. And I hope I can put this one on in the weekend. I actually like how it looks. And I think I'm going to give him a little bit of blue around the eye because, yeah, I don't think the rest, yeah, the peacock will have some color, but, and maybe the rooster as well, but for the rest of them, I think there will be brown, black, white-ish. I was thinking of yellow, but I'm not going to do them yellow because they are making fun of the little duckling because he's yellow. He just doesn't belong because it's not a duckling, it's a swan. Really have to figure out what that is, but we will see when we get there. Yes. All right, go over with the brown. He does look majestic a little bit, right? My turkey, my little turkey guy. And I know I seem to color really hasty, but that's purely because working with the Albrecht Dürers is just so easy like this. It's just, you throw them on and it doesn't matter how you do it because it turns out neat in the end anyways. So the, how do you call it? The little details you do with the water. So this is just placing some color and then let the water do the rest. I don't even have to go to the edges. I try to do it a little bit because otherwise the edges will be less opaque, but you don't really have to. I'm going to get a blue color. What is this color? I don't have that blue color, but I think this looks a little bit like it, or maybe this. But it's really light, it looks like gray. I'm going to put this on the turkey, which is 153 cobalt turquoise. Sorry, Dutching over here. A Dutchy. And I think I'm going to put water on it now because I feel like it. I just want to see what he looks like. So put the yellow off. I still have some green on my brush. I don't know why. You don't really see it because I just kind of use the tip of the brush anyways. I should rinse them soon. Let's start with the blue. The eyes. I actually really like coloring animals, so this page is fun. There's not a lot of animals in this book. There are some. I know there are horses for Cinderella, and of course you have like the 3 pigs and a wolf, and you have Red Riding Hood. Yeah, you do have some animals. But this story is actually based on animals, so should not forget to do the beak as well. So next week, I hope I can post this online in the weekend, otherwise it will be really confusing. It's now the 18th of November. So the weekend, this weekend is like the 22nd and the 23rd. Yeah. But next week I am home alone. And I'm really happy about it. Maybe I can do a little bit more filming. I have so many ideas, so little time. And also, I'm trying to take some time to relax. And then I feel a little bit, that also has to do with, I shouldn't be hard on myself, but I feel bad that I'm not filming every minute that I'm off from work. And I should let that go. It's okay to do a little bit less videos. I have had 1 week where I couldn't really film, so between my videos was a gap of I think 5 or 6 days, and someone was already like, "Hey, where are you? Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm okay." And it's so sweet, but you're also thinking, "Oh, you really want to have another video." Luckily, I love creating them. And as you have seen the plants video, you've also seen that I have a lot of new plants. I am not going to color as much in my experiment books anymore. And I hope to have my experiment book, that is now a project book, finished at the end of the year. I think I already did that further. It was just a little bit lighter, so I was like, let's go over it. I like this color combination of the brown and the black. That's also a really fun thing with watercolor pencils. You can just put them over each other and create a whole new color. And that's also why I was in doubt of getting more of them, but it does make it easy to have all the colors, but you can mix and match to create new colors. And it's easier than, at least I think it's easier than when you're using regular pencils. Even though the polychromos are made for blending. If you know how to do it, it looks so well. It looks amazing. Yeah, I do have some ideas for next week, but we'll see. We'll see. This week I'm also home alone in the evenings because my partner, he works night shifts. Well, evening shifts actually. He is done around 11:30 p.m. and then he comes home. then 9 out of 10 times I'm already asleep. I'm a morning person, so I'm awake. If I don't put my alarm, I'm awake around 7. So I really want to go to sleep 10-ish. Sometimes I go to sleep around 9 and then read something. Relax. Have a little bit of time without screen. Because I don't watch TV, but my telephone and my laptop are very well used. And also when I'm coloring, you cannot see it on the video here, but at that side there's my laptop and it's always on when I'm coloring. And usually I'm watching videos from other YouTubers and Netflix, things like that. No, I'm not, because I'm talking to you. But yeah. I really like how this one turns out. And I'm also in doubt if this page needs shading or not. And I cannot ask you because when you see this, the video is already done. Maybe I will do a page without extra shading. I'm not sure, because this part I would love to do. Maybe I'll just do the parts that I think need it. That would be nice. Alright, that was bird number 2. Then we go to bird number 3, and I'm going to use another brown, I think. Yeah. I think I'll just make them all kinds of brown, except for this one, the peacock, or the peacock, yeah. And yeah, Rooster, he has a red comb, of course, but the rest of him, well, they do come in different colors. That's a fun thing. Everything is good. I'm not sure what this is, but it also has like the red things. I could also do a white bird, and I'm not sure if I can do that correctly, but let's practice. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. What do we do with white? A little bit of gray, maybe. I will put the gray on the darker areas. And I'm going to see if I put the white here, if it does something for the paper. It might be if it intermingles with the gray. It's just the neck. There's no body here. And then I have to get my neo color out as well for this corner. Let me see. Oh, the gray was... Here. The gray was 271. This is warm gray 2. And the white one is just the white one. This works. I might do 1 or 2 birds over here also white. Maybe these two, like they belong together. I don't know. This is a wing. I'm not sure. I don't know. Because if it's the wing from this bird, then he has to be in some kind of weird angle. I think I might just do that part as the smoke surrounding them, because I cannot for the life of me see what that would be. I don't like coloring edges. Okay, let me see what this looks like with water. And now I do have to get all my colors off because it's white. It's mostly at the top, the color. So it's from another project. All right. I could do some shading on this bird later. I think I'm just going to shade what I feel like should be shaded. Just thinking, oh my gosh, did I press record? But I did. Would be something for me to totally forget to press record and then do the whole page. And well, I'm not planning on doing the whole page right now, but I think this is a little bit of an easier page, so I'm noticing that this goes a little bit easier. I'm getting a red. Hey, Evie! Hello! There she is. Let me see. For the, I don't know how to call that part. For these, I'm using 290. Evie has been sleeping downstairs the majority of the day. She was on my lap this afternoon. I don't know where she is. She's somewhere in the room. And she always gets so frustrated with me moving. But when I'm reading a book or something, because I love reading, she lies on my arm, and then it gets to sleep, or it doesn't. It's not nice for my arm, and then she's like, oh. Let me see. This one will be brown. Hi. Hello. The brown one. Yes, these two colors. I'm kind of just doing something. I did not really think everything out, except that I want a lot of darker or at least neutral colors here. This is raw umber and this is a Van Dyke brown. So I'm going in with the Van Dyke first. That's the darkest one. I don't want to ruin the page before this one. So like, how do I hold the paper? So as you can see, I'm not coloring nicely. It's not nice at all, but it will become really beautiful after activating. Just love doing this. I think this is really high on my wish list. I'm going to a demonstration in a few weeks. Sorry desk. And the demonstration is about the new Derwent colored pencils. And I think she's also going to use Derwent Chroma Flow, or at least one of the other ones. Maybe the Color Softs. I can't remember. But that is in an artist shop. And because I'm doing ceramics, I have a discount card for 10% off on anything I buy there. Well, at least almost anything. If it's already priced, if it's if it's already on sale, then there's no extra 10% off. But if it has its own price, so I know that Amazon had the Derwent I'm so sorry for this. Annoying. Do I want to say, yeah, Amazon had the Derwent Intense full set, the 72 set, for 115 euros. I'm not sure if they're still that price, but I know that in stores you easily pay 140, 150 for them. So I have to check. I have to price check that a little bit. You know, I do want to support them, and that's not a problem, but if it's 115 versus 150, that I think that's a big difference. But we'll see. I'm open to see what they have. Well, I do know what they have. I do know they have Intense. I don't know if they have the full set already there. And there are some other things that I would really love in my restock of my materials. But hey, we just bought a home last week, so yeah, I will be having a little less monies. I will be getting my first paycheck from YouTube soon, I think next month, so that's so nice. And maybe I will get some materials with that. But other than that, I am going to have a really low buy the coming 2 years. We'll see. As you see, I'm just throwing water on the page. So I just want to see how it looks like if I just do that. And you can play a little bit with the darker and the lighter hues, so that's fun. You can bring the darker ones a little bit more spread out and things like that, but I like it like this. Let me see, what wing is this? Where does this really wing go? It almost looks like a dragon wing. Maybe it's the wing of this rooster here. In that case, I will do this little guy here, and after that I'm going to take a break. And I'm going to make this black, and I'm going to put dark gray, so he has a little bit more interest in his feathers. You don't really see feathers, but if you just put black, it's just black, but if you put another color, you can also do like a really dark blue. That's what I sometimes do. I can try it. I can do the really dark blue just to show you. I have my dark indigo, that's this color, and that's 157. As you can see, it's not a lot lighter than the dark one, but it gives it a little bit of flash of color without it being weird, because black actually is all the colors. So you can also do this with like a purple or another color. And then I'm going to get my dark gray. This is the warm gray 5. See, it's also pretty dark, but the lightest one of the 3. And this is 274. I'm going over everything with this one. And then we'll see what it looks like with the blue in there. I love using colors within black. My desk has all these pencil. That's okay. First the beak. Oh, that's too much water. Too much water. All right. Just has to dry. Okay. I find that when you're using, this is a really good brush actually, it's from Winsor & Newton. If you're using it a little bit on the page, it gets more hold on the water, so it holds more water when you're just using it a little bit. I don't know how to explain it, but when you just start with a paintbrush, old or new, it doesn't matter. It doesn't really hold water, and then you're working with it and it's like, oh yeah, that's my job, I'm holding water. So you have to be more cautious of how much water that he's going to give you. But maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just less careful or something. So this is a blackbird when you put blue inside of the feathers. It's really subtle, but you can see it. I'm going to check if you can see it on camera, because in real life you can really see it. I'm going to take a break now, but I'm really enjoying this page, so I will see you in a few seconds for you and in a bit for me. It is another day, and I'm going to go ahead and tackle all the other birds, not literally. I have my water, which is a little bit blue. It's okay, we can handle that. I have my cheat sheet. I'm going to turn it over to put the colors on there for the other birds. You can see that. And I am using my Albrecht again for rest of the birds, and I'm just going to, I think I'm going to speed it up, because you know how I'm working now, and apart from the colors that I'm going to write down, it is quite doable to color this one with me. If you have another opinion, or you think I am speeding things up too much or something, please let me know as well. But for now I'm just going with it. So let me pick a color and I will start. There we are again. I have to do 4 birds and the smoke, and I'm going to start with the birds first. I was thinking of doing some black, maybe those two. And what I want to do with the black is use black, of course, use a darker shade of gray, and I want to put a little bit of purple in there. You can hear Binky screaming, he's downstairs. He thinks that he doesn't get enough attention or food or both. But I can guarantee you he is doing very well. So, it has been a few days since I last colored this page. I know, I do come back to it, but sometimes it just takes a while, and I don't really mind. I kind of like it to have a book where I can just do little bits and bobs and then put it away and come back later. think it has something really fun. I might do something with the background because I'm not really happy with it the way it is now. It's a little bit too sporty for me, and this is when because I use just one new color 2 layer actually. Let me see. So this wing is from this bird, but I'm going to do them similar colors, so I don't mind. Binky. He thinks he's funny. I've been working today, so he missed me, but he wasn't home alone. My boyfriend actually works a lot of evening shifts. So he keeps Evie and Binky company until he goes to work, and then 2 or 3 hours later I'm coming home. That's really nice. They might not come out black, but maybe I'm okay with that. I can always go over. Oh no! Did you see that? I just wanted to say that you can always, when you do something dark, you usually cannot go back to lighter easily. But when you do something too light, you can get back to darken it up. So black is always a little bit scary to use. I think a lot of people feel that way. I actually really love black, especially as a background, because it makes the rest of the image pop. So I do use it a lot as background. But on these animals, it's a little bit different, but well, I'm okay. So in January, I just, when you see that I already put my December plans online. In January, I think I have to do a lot less plans because I got more work. I told you in other videos that I'm going to work 1 extra day at my job. I can stay at the location where I was temporary, but now I can stay there for 1 day in the week. So I'm going from 24 to 32 hours. And I also have some, how do you call this? Some gigs, I think you can call it. I watch students do their exam if they want to be a pet carer, and I let them pass or fail according to how they do. So that's fun. But I have been assigned to do 3 in January, so 3 extra work days, and then 1 in February, which means that in January I work more than full time with my business and also my YouTube, because I hope that I can keep up with the videos. But yeah, I love working, so that's not a big thing. But first, next week I have 10, I think it was 10 days off. Really looking forward to that. Maybe I can do the next page, and maybe I can even start the Snow Queen page after that, because that's my December page. This is still my November page. I'm behind, and I'm totally fine with that. I might get even less hard on myself and not plan a story every month in the Dark Fairytales, because I love this book, so I keep picking it up anyways, and then I'll go in my own tempo. But yeah, I'm not sure yet how to do that, but if I'm going to keep working this much, I won't have lots of time to color all my plants, and then I might focus more on some techniques and filming videos about them, and focusing a little bit more on how many pages I get colored, because that's not important. It's important that you have joy and you have some stress relief. At least that's why I color. It's really my stress relief after a busy day at my job. And I get home, I usually just hop in the shower, eat, and start coloring. I'm not sure where the bird ends, but I think it's going until here. So I'm getting some black on this side. I don't like doing these small parts in the middle. Yeah, but I think, what was I telling? A lot of people have the same feeling with coloring. It should just be fun, and yeah, not something you have to, and you get anxious because you don't finish your plans. I don't want that for myself. I don't want that for anybody, especially not myself, because that's the one where I can make decisions about me. So yeah, channel might be a little bit different video wise. I think this is this, I don't know what this is. I'm not sure, but I'm going to color this black anyway. I think this already is the shadows, but these parts will stand out more if I color this gray and black. So I'm good. I'm good. Oh, okay. Purple. I really don't know what this is going to look like when I put water on it, but we will see soon. And I might just do these birds today and then these tomorrow or something. Tomorrow I'm having a day off. I have to send a couple invoices to customers, clients, I don't know how to call them. I don't think customers. And clean my guinea pigs and my other pets, and from the, I think the 18th, there will be pets staying here because their owners are going on holiday for the Christmas. That's where the invoices are for. So I want to make sure that the pet room is okay before then, before they come here. Get everything cleared out, get out of the way, and put the habitats of the animals in place. for the animals that are going to stay with me for a bit. There are a few that are staying for around 2 weeks. Like before Christmas until after New Year's. Mostly guinea pigs this time. Usually I have a lot of rats, but no, I had a lot of guinea pigs planned. So that's fun. Means a lot of vegetables. They eat so many vegetables. I have a group of 7 guinea pigs. Unfortunately, I had 8, but unfortunately one of them I had to let go last week, together with my last rats. That was fireworks, by the way. But the amount of vegetables they eat. I usually go 2 times a week to, we have like a Turkish supermarket here and they have really cheap greens. So I go there twice a week to keep up with their hunger. All right, let's see what happens when I put water on this. I hope it will be well. Get a tissue paper. So happy I could save this with just the eraser. A little bit too wet. Ooh, this is really nice. But yeah, as you can tell, I'm really business oriented. I'm really entrepreneurial. I love doing different things and businesses and helping people. And I also have some rabbits that I groom every now and then for customers that have rabbits with long hair. So yeah, I just really, really love what I do. And always busy, always busy. But I think that's also the fun of it. You should enjoy what you do on a daily basis. Otherwise, you might have to look into doing something else, right? I do hear it sometimes that people are just not happy with their lives and what they do. And I think when you have a job, that's a major part of your life, and you should feel good and accomplished after a day's work. And I work in a shelter, so it's my dream job. So I'm not complaining. I'm having a good job. So yeah. I don't know if I like that part. It's too blended, maybe. But, well, I cannot change it, so just let's go. So I just had a pumpkin lasagna my boyfriend made. He is usually the cook in the house, which I love. He really takes care of us. But we have like these, if you live in the Netherlands, you know, but in our supermarkets you have like these packages, and then there's greens in there and sauces and a lot of things that you need for the recipe. And then there is a recipe in there, and it's really easy to make really fun and healthy meals that way. So we get them a lot because my boyfriend loves making those. So now we had some extra culinary or something. I don't know what they are called, but they're a little bit more luxurious. Like they're €2 more expensive, I think. Um, but yeah, he made that, and it was pretty nice actually. Lasagna with pumpkin in it. We do love our pumpkins here. I also make a really good pumpkin soup. And I actually wrote this recipe down to give to other people. And everyone that tries it is like, that's really nice. Because I put the pumpkin in the oven first and I put some chili flakes on top. And I think, oh, that's so nice. And then I cook bouillon and some carrots. I usually get 2 really large carrots for 1 whole pumpkin. Yeah, and then put it all together and cook it and blend it. Well, cook the carrot in the bouillon and then put the pumpkin out of the oven into the pan and then blend it. It's easy and it is delicious, and we usually put, because you have a vegan version, we put creme fraiche in there. At least here in the Netherlands you have vegan creme fraiche. I don't know how other countries are doing with their plant-based assortments, but in the Netherlands we're doing fine. It's not as good as our German neighbors, but we're doing fine. Actually went to Berlin once just to eat. That's years ago. I think it's 6 years ago that I went to Berlin just because I wanted to eat a lot, and Berlin has a lot of vegan options. I think they turned out really pretty, actually. And I think the fun thing about ouvertures or any aquarelle pencil is that you can put it on in some kind of way, but the minute you go in with water, it just shifts. The colors shift, they go places you don't want and you do want, and yeah. I'm not a perfectionist when it comes to watercoloring, and I think that's really fun to just let go of what you thought it would be and just enjoy the process. I'm almost done. Yeah, and I'm going to leave the other birds for tomorrow. I might actually do them without sound, but I'm not sure. Or without me talking. Not without sound, that would be boring. But we'll see. Maybe I'm in a talking mood again. Yeah, I like this. I like the purple. Maybe in some places it's maybe a little bit too purple, but I don't know. It's okay, right? All right, so I will be back in a second for you and tomorrow for me. We are going to do the last 2 birds. Oh, I'm sorry. And then the swirlies. Just going to call them swirlies. I was thinking of doing them a brownish color. Now, in my colors for my ouvertures, I don't have a lot. I think I used these because it has been a while since I started. I think these were the colors of the, I don't know, chicken here. And I want to do, so I think I'm going to, this is another color. Wait, let me get a pen. pen. So many supplies, but I have to look for a pen. Here we go. All right. 283. Can you see this in screen? Yes, you can. And then I might just combine it with the 180. So this is 180 as well. Yeah. All right. I'm going to do them both the same colors because they are together. That's what I make of it. Not sure if it's true, but they don't really have a choice, do they? Just love working with the ouvertures. The fact that you can just put on some stripes, it's not, I can't even call this coloring. I'm just rushing them on, actually, and then create something beautiful in the end with them. So amazing, love it. So this is the 283, the darkest color of the two. Page number will also be brown. It's already page 22. When did I do the first one? It was April. Now we're at the end of the year. That went by so quickly. I'm going to sharpen this a little bit. Usually, I'm sorry for the shaking. Usually I don't bother with sharpening that much because of how I use them. Just smear some color on the paper and go over with water and fix it then. But sometimes I do like to have a little bit more of a pointier point, also because when you keep using them you're going to color with the wood, on the paper, and I hate that feeling. Not sure if you can hear it, but they're doing fireworks here. In the Netherlands it has been legal, not really legal actually, but it was like police look the other way when you do fireworks, but they're getting a little bit more strict, I guess, because it's not legal at all. Let me get paper, tissue. Was my throat. Just made sand cookies, like the really easy ones. Put some homemade glaze over it, and then like the little sugary treats on top, the sprinkle things like that, and they are really nice. They're so easy to make. I think I didn't do those beaks, so I'm going back to them as well. This one doesn't look like I did it. Maybe you're shouting at the screen now like, you already did that, but I just can't remember. That's the fun thing. Well, sometimes it isn't fun, but most of the time it's fun that I have been coloring in this for a few days on this page, but you just see one video. You just see everything at once. So I hope I can finish this soon, so there will be a video online again. Actually have some days off. And always when I have some days off, I'm like, oh, I'm going to film a lot and color a lot. And then in the end, I'm reading books, baking cookies, obviously, doing some Legos, doing other things. We're going to clean out the attic more tomorrow. We don't have a lot on the attic, but I just want to go through some things because I think, well, it has been over a year ago, but I put my desk there with the idea to work there on my business. So there are still things there, and there's things for my sanctuary animals, but I will be having less and less sanctuary animals, so I'm going to find a shelter, maybe the shelter I work or different shelters here in the Netherlands, to take some of the stuff there. So I still have a bird cage and things like that. They just have to go because we're going to move to a smaller place, and well, I don't use those things. So all right, I was thinking of doing pink for the clouds, but I could also do cloud smoke. I could also do gray, and I'm going to see what the neo colors do when I whip them again. That was also something I wanted to see. It doesn't become better. I have to do a second layer. Might do that off camera though. Just getting the neo color straight off the crayon and then put it here. I think that's what I think I will do. All right, let's put these back. Yeah, I think I'm going, or I can get the yellows back in the smoke. All right, I have a feeling that I have to sleep on it. So I'm going to do that, and I will be back and I will know what color to do the smoke. We are on to the next challenge, and I'm going to use my neo colors. I have my water here. I need my little tissue paper I used yesterday as well, and because it's another day, of course, for me. Yeah, these are two different yellows, but we have just the regular yellow and the canary yellow, and I think I'm going to use the regular one together with the orange. And first I will start with the yellow so I can darken things up afterward. There is a wing here. I'm not sure what to do with that. And also this part, I should do that first. I'm going to get my purple out again. And the white here is the actual background. So I'm going to put it directly from the neo color to crayon and put it down, because it's a little bit different than the smoke. You can see that it just has a white background, whereas the smoke has all kinds of swirly bits and lines and stripes. So you will see that that is different. Here you have a little bit as well. I'm going to check the page and if I can find something else. And this matches very good with this, because I used this color on the outside of the page. So here I have another little piece. I'm sorry if my chair is creaking, that's what he does. And here we also have a little bit. Putting purple here just makes it a little bit more vibrant, and yellow and purple are opposite colors of each other, so it will stand out more when I put the yellow in after. I think this is all going to be yellow. I could put some purple here next to the beautiful black swan. I think the duckling is so cute. How can they ever say that he's ugly? He's just the cutest. I don't even remember the duckling in the book or movie, if it's actually an ugly duckling. I don't think so. It was just because he was a different breed than the litter he grew up in, that they made fun of him because he was different. Oh, when you're different, it doesn't mean you're ugly, right? We know that. All right. Let's clean my brush a little bit and move on to the yellow. Exciting. I have never used the back side of the yellow like this. Ooh, there's a little green on there. Just hold on a minute. I'm going to get that off first. So I have them in this little glass. I don't know if you could see that, but they're really waxy, so the colors, they get ugly really fast, because you can see on this paper it already has a lot of different colors on there. And it's not that they are old, they're just stuck together. I don't know. I don't have a better way of organizing them at the moment. And I do like to have this little glass with all the colors in them, and I can just get them out. I do want to get more colors, so maybe when I have more colors I have to look for another solution. They're already quite cozy in there. It's already a lot. Alright, so I'm doing the yellow now, and then afterwards I'm going over with the orange. I am going to speed this process up because it's not that interesting to watch, I guess. But it is interesting to watch the page come together, at least I hope so. And I think from what I can see now, I really like the yellow and it really stands out. Oh, I dropped my little beeper. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the process, and I will see you when the yellow and maybe also the orange are on, and we can discuss if the page will be done or I still have to do something. But yeah, enjoy watching. Okay, I am going to call this one done. I like how fast it went with the ouvertures, even though I took my time because I just go in, film a little bit, color a little bit, and then come back another day. But I had a lot of fun with this, so it's Neocolor 2 for the background and for the yellow smoke things, and then Albrecht Dürer for all the birds. And I actually have not put any pencil over it because I think that the way that I put on colors, for example with this bird, I used 2 different pencils and that's enough. And the simplicity of it actually really makes the page, at least that's what I think. I went over a little bit, as you could see, over the background again to get a better layer on there, but the inside around the small duck, it just won't go. So I think I'm going to leave it like this, and that's totally fine. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a lot of fun as well, and I will see you in the next video where we are going to do this page, the little ugly duckling turning into a really big beautiful swan. And I know that at least I think that he became a white swan. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to do him white or black. I think that I will do the background red. So yeah, I think black and black and red is a really nice combination. So we'll see. I'm still open to anything. So yeah, we'll see what I do when I get there. Thank you so much for watching again. If you like content like this and other fun coloring content, I also do live videos. Then please subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!